Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you here. We're really excited in R&D to have a really, truly unusual product. I would say this is the best product introduction we have had in 3-4 years in Pharmanex. And so we're truly excited about G3. Let me give you a little background of the science and what actually went into the development of G3. First of all, as Joe already mentioned, it really took us 3 years of research, which may be part of the reason why we call it G3. Pharmanex scientists searched truly the world for the best superfruits that really qualified to be called superfruit. And the scientific criteria that we applied are listed here on the slide. They had to have extraordinary antioxidant efficacy. That was one of the key things. It also had to deliver extraordinary nutritional contents. And then the quality of the scientific data for safety and efficacy needed to be impeccable. And also we wanted a strong folklore history of use of these ingredients. And so you can imagine that it took us a lot of searching, and we searched hundreds and hundreds of different natural products, juice ingredients, berries, fruits, you name it, and almost all of them failed, except 4 ingredients, which we call G+3. And the other reason why we call it G3 is because this product truly has been developed by 3 different Pharmanex labs. Out of the Provo R&D Center, we got the GAC fruit. We discovered the Chinese Lyceum and Silly fruits in the Shanghai R&D Center. And lastly, the Siberian pineapple was developed in the Beijing R&D Center. So that's another reason for calling it G3. But the real reason is the ingredients. Here's the G3 equation, if you wish. G3 equals G+3. G stands for GAC fruit, and 3 is for the other 3 superfruits we have in this product. And truly, these are 4 world-class superfruits that really deserve the name to be superfruits, and I'm going to explain you why. So in the next slide, I'd like to talk a little bit about the GAC fruit, also known as Momordica cochinensis. This is a... Why are you laughing? GAC has been called the fruit from heaven for 2 reasons. First of all, it has so many benefits that it can be called a fruit from heaven. And also, it literally grows. You actually have to reach up because it grows on large vines. The plant can actually make up to 30 to 60 fruits on one plant. And it's a big vine that actually produces these fruits, and you have to reach up literally to get it down. And this vine lives about 5 years long and is native to many southern Asian countries. And especially in Bangladesh, Burma, and Cambodia, they're all listed here, also Vietnam. It's used for internal and external healing, as Joe already mentioned, and also for correcting vitamin A deficiency. And even that correcting vitamin A deficiency is a traditional ancient use before people even knew what vitamin A is, interestingly. So let's look a little bit at some pictures here. Here you can see the GAC fruit coming down from a vine, basically hanging there. And here's the Zoygac. And I like this picture. Now this looks like an American football, right? But you need to be very careful because it's spiny. So if you catch it without a glove, it may not be advisable, I think. And let's talk a little bit about the science, about the antioxidants in GAC. And what we really have is 2 key points here. First of all, the fruit is extraordinarily rich in antioxidants, especially lycopene, beta-carotene, also vitamin E. And the second thing is not only is it rich in it, but there is a unique delivery system in there because of the fatty acids that are naturally present in the fruit. And you can actually see on the slide the seeds and the pulp. You see here the dark red color that is surrounding the seeds. That's the pulp. That's the only part of the fruit we're actually using in the juice. We're not using this outer fruit body. It's kind of like a melon, but the outer part of it is not used, what's called the fruit flesh or the mesocarp. We're using the pulp inside without the seeds. And it's so dark red in color because it's just loaded with carotenoids. Here you see the lycopene content. This totally blew us away. I first saw this at a Gordon Research Conference, and I went to the USDA scientist, Betty Ishida, and talked to her about it, if that isn't some kind of a mistake. Because, you know, you've got 70 times more lycopene than in a tomato on a fresh weight basis, which is absolutely unheard of. You know, we always thought tomato is the highest fruit in lycopene. You know, you can see watermelon is a good source too, guava is a good source, but there is 70 times more in the gag fruit pulp, you know, which is absolutely amazing. And on the next slide here you see the beta-carotene content. There's 10 times more beta-carotene in a carrot. You know, it's so, again, it totally outperforms any of these well-known sources for beta-carotene that we know as nutritionists. But the best thing about it is not only does this plant contain these huge amounts of antioxidants, but they're also present in a very, very unique form, which we have trademarked lipocarotenes. And the reason is this is one of the very, very few fruits that contain fatty acids. The only other ones are basically avocado and olive, and compared to this one, they don't contain many antioxidants. And so the unique combination of having a fatty acid delivery system here that actually pre-dissolves the carotenoids and the vitamin E to deliver it to the body very effectively, that is something that is totally unique in nature as well. And so that's why we're so excited about the gag fruit. And there's studies done, studies that show that there is 40% better absorption of these carotenoid antioxidants from the gag fruit than from a carotenoid supplement. This was published in the best nutrition journal in the world, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, by Dr. Li Wang from UC Davis. And she has done this study and supplemented kids with gag fruit pulp versus the supplement, and saw again a 40% increase in absorption compared to the supplement. And here on this slide you can see a little bit about Dr. Wang. She has actually been instrumental to eradicate vitamin A deficiency in Vietnam. And in many rural villages there's still a lot of blindness, unfortunately, and she has curbed that problem to a very large degree. And a lot of work went into this, and she used the gag fruit and the gag fruit oil to do that. Things that were already basically there, you know, it just needed to be utilized better by the population. Now let's talk quickly about other ingredients in G3. The other three are also superfruits, and they deserve some attention as well. Siberian pineapple is native to Siberia and the Himalayas, and this is a plant that's actually based on some very long-standing traditional use. It's been used for over 2,000 years, actually. It goes all the way back to ancient Greece, and here you see Pegasus, the flying horse, and it actually was being fed Siberian pineapple, you know, for better performance, and also gave them a very shiny coat, I heard. You know, so this is how far that goes back, about 2,500 years. Now, in China, in the Tang Dynasty, already Siberian pineapple was very much valued for skin disorders and also for general rejuvenation. And in Europe, it's been used for centuries as a blood purifier. It's only here in America and in many other countries that people are not very much aware of Siberian pineapple.